What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I want to make a video discussing running and gunning in Modern Warfare. So recently I was playing Modern Warfare, the beta, and I noticed that there's a massive learning curve. For one, traditional Call of Duty playstyles we've become accustomed to for 10 years, especially me, 10 years now, ever since Call of Duty Modern Warfare, is kind of been thrown out the window, but there's still remnants and foundations of what we used to know in the game. But overall, our playstyles are kind of shifting, and I honestly love that. Gunplay is still the same in this game, but running and gunning, which is pretty much what a lot of people like to do in Call of Duty, has kind of taken a different turn, and how you do this effectively will certainly be different than you will in other Call of Duty games. So here's just basically 3 things I want to talk about in terms of how to better run and gun in this game. Now, number 1 is is obvious. It's just your loadout. Now, Modern Warfare so far, just from the beta, I am assuming there's going to be a lot more customization options, gives you a lot of flexibility to what to do with your weapons. So basically, I'm going to be talking about my weapon, my go-to weapon right now, which is currently the M4A1, what attachments I have on it to make me better in running gun situations, and why I particularly choose this weapon. Now, for one, I have a short barrel light stock, a vertical grip, a muzzle brake, and a compact holographic sight. Now, the reason for the short barrel and the light stock is to help my ADS time. Vertical, slightly slows it down, but it gives me a little bit more recoil control. The muzzle brake, same thing, but gives me more recoil control, and obviously a sight because I need a sight. Now, the reason why I choose the M4A1 and not maybe an SMG is because I still want to be effective in long range engagements. While my gun is suited for a more close quarter combat situation, I can compensate as a player in longer ranges. While maybe a slight increase in recoil, I can control the recoil, and it doesn't hurt me. So the fact that I build a loadout specifically for close quarters, which is something I want to gain an advantage of, and then I deal with long range engagements, meaning long range engagements normally how I used to, maybe a little bit more recoil than usual, but I can handle it, and I really effective at all ranges in this game. And that's kind of why I go for the M4A1. Now, the MP5 and the MP7 are great options and are superior obviously in close quarter combat, but again, medium long range, they do not compensate at all. With the M4A1, I can pretty much compensate and be really effective. Now, number 2, this is probably an obvious one: map knowledge. Now, maps are taking a big change in terms of how they're designed in Modern Warfare. Previous installments, we've been used to 3 lanes ever since Treyarch kind of forced their hand in level design in other Call of Duties. 3 lanes have kind of been the forefront, so these style of maps, especially how realistic these maps can be, has not been seen and really can limit playstyles dramatically. It kind of encourages a little bit more slow tactical playstyles, not so much running and gunning. But despite these map changes, running and gunning is still an option, and how to do so is just knowing where the hell to place. Now, for one, Grotza Raid is probably the best example of this. There's pretty much just one long road that kind of swoops around the map, and it divides the map into sectors. Now, there's the top right corner, let's just say the open areas to the right of us, and the playgrounds to the left of us, the factories to the north, and where we spawn, kind of like the suburban store area garage, is south. Now, the top right is pretty much secluded by itself. You either got to cross an open area or you got to cross an open road to get to this point. The middle, you have to cross multiple sides, open area, open left road on the side. You got to cross the open, middle road that's blocking you to the middle. And there's vantage points that watch all aspects of these roads. So you have to know when the right time is to cross. Pretty much what you want to be doing is you want to be avoiding these as much as possible. If the map if you can hang around the middle as long as possible and you're still getting kills, they're still pushing you, stay in the middle of the map. That's the most close, tight quarter situation in this map, Grotza Raid, the construction site. It is your holy grail in terms of what you want to do as a running gunner. Now, running gunning is not going to be running around the whole map. You're going to have to be running and gunning in certain locations, encouraging yourself in close quarter, tight corridors plays. You don't want to be, again, in the open road, because you will get wrecked in this game if someone's holding a power position. So again, stay away from open roads. Anything open, you want to maintain cover, you want to maintain close quarter combat, because that's how you get the most out of running and gunning. Not to say with the M4A1 avoid long range engagements. Certainly you can do that. I do it all the time. But know when the hell to run out there, because if you run out there and there's somebody locked in there and you don't really have a good sense of what's going on, you will get wrecked, and you will get wrecked pretty damn quick. Now lastly, this one is going to be kind of an obvious one based on, running and gunning. Changing up your positions. Now, even though you're running gunning, you do want to create stationary positions. If you're in the construction site, you want to alternate between opening windows, the open, points that you can see across the road. You want to see who you can pick off, but at the same time, you want to keep running and gunning because you want to be aware if someone is around you, and you want to make sure that they don't just simply lock onto you. They run through you, they pre-fire you, and they kill you. So maintaining different positions is going to be pretty important in terms of running and gunning. Now running and gunning, again, you have to maintain a certain part of the map and you need to dominate it. Specifically, the middle of the maps will probably work out the best. But again, certain maps are designed certain ways where the flow might not be catered to the middle of the map. It might be catered to something a little bit more to the right or to the left of the map, north or south. It really depends on the map. We got to see the full set of maps that come out. But so far in Glacier Raid, the middle of the map is the key place to get combat. In terms of the cave map, I've noticed that the cave gets a lot of combat, as well as the opening going slightly towards the middle, and the house that's kind of in the middle sees a lot of combat. Not so much of the other side with the open courtyard or playground that's destroyed. You gotta really pick an area of the map, and you have to be running in circles or different positions, zigzagging across, covering different points. You gotta be on the move, because again, obviously being on the move, running gunning is what you want to be. But again, if you start maintaining this sector of the area, the team will catch on and try to take you out. Hence why you want to be moving as much as possible in this small little area that you decide to play. Now again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it guys help you when it comes to running and gunning. When it comes to loadout, do what you guys want. I think weapon customization in this game is really set to what you're used to. Again, I want an advantage of close quarters. I can compensate with the lack of with the increased recoil long range because I can control recoil effectively. That's me personally, but if you can't control recoil effectively, you might want to put a medium barrel on, and you might want to take off the vertical grip. There's different ways you can kind of see if you can make this gun better to suit your weaknesses, so when your strong points are just kind of natural and you can effectively do it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys are running and gunning out there. Don't be a camper in a dark corner and you're gonna piss off everybody. But if you're that player, I guess it is what it is. I'll find you, I will hunt you down, and I will take you out. But pretty much all I got for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more videos from me, especially Modern Warfare content. I got a lot of videos, a lot of gameplays on the way, all the way up to the launch of the game. And obviously the launch of the game, there will be a lot more videos too, because I will be having the full game and not be restricted to beta weekends. But until next time, guys, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.